This happens to me all the time. I wind up in New York. I'm in San Francisco. It happens in New York all the time. I get stuck by a parade. So that when you get stuck by a parade, just get out of the lift. You might as well walk because everything's closed down. So I'm walking. It's just a mile and it's beautiful out. Get stuck by Pride Parade. All kinds of parades. Yes, they're real. So pretty. When last we were here, it was Christmas time, and now it's summer, and it's still just beautiful, even without all the decorations. I mean, it's just a lovely room. All right, tucked away across from the Grand Ballroom, you wouldn't know what this is. This is a landmark 18. You'll see the 18. Look for the 18. This is a curated history of the Palace Hotel. So it's just a little room with some interesting memorabilia, but I mean, just worth taking a look at, just because it's so rich in history. You know, I've talked about this before in previous videos, but this place was burned to the ground. So this is some of the stuff that they recovered after the fire. This reminds me of that little the little memorabilia place that they have inside the Palmer House in Chicago. Kind of a very similar thing with just the background of the hotel. These are all the different postcards that they've had over the years. These are the original construction permits from 1906. So cool. And this is the advertisement from when the Palace Hotel was being constructed. And the rooms were $2 per day if you didn't have a private bath. Now, if you wanted to be bougie and have a private bath, they could go anywhere from $2.50 to $6 a night. And again, if you saw my previous videos, I talked about King David Kalakaua. This is him. You'll have to look at the other video. And these are all the presidents, the US presidents that have visited the palace. Okay, apparently this brass post box is from 1909, and it was talking about how the different types of letters that have traveled from here. Magical palace memories. Holy crap. Wow, this is quite the upgrade. My goodness. That's all I have to say, my goodness. All right, imagine my shock when I walked into this and I'm by myself. I feel like I should have invited my family. This is my front room with dining table, and they left me some treats. I haven't opened the card yet, but I will dig into that for sure. Oh my gosh, I have a fireplace, like a legit fireplace. This place is huge. This is the nicest room I've ever gotten, hands down. If you've seen my other videos, tell me if you disagree. It's like a walk to the bedroom. I was gonna go out to dinner, but I'm not leaving this place. I'm ordering room service just so I can enjoy it. All right, here's the bedroom. Okay, this is hands down the nicest room I've ever gotten. Hands down. This is nicer than my house, like by far. And then you go through to the bathroom. There's the wardrobe. Here's the bathroom. I hoped for a tub, so I brought a bath bomb with me. I was hoping. And then there is a shower. Separate. I mean, have you ever in your life? Is this insane? It's insane. I gotta show you something too. The wall does not go all the way up. I don't even mind. Look how pretty the ceiling is. Isn't that stunning? I mean, I feel like I'm in a manor. It's like a manor house. Ooh, I spy a robe. Yes, please. I mean, I can't get over it. I'm just gonna wander around all night. I think I like this better than the Baccarat, if that's at all possible. There's literally no way I was gonna be pried out of this room, so I had room service send me up a burger. I am eating inside this lovely room. I'm not moving. All right, that kid kicking the back of my seat for 4+ hours on the plane is but a distant memory now. This is so good. I just wanted you to see the details in here. Just every little corner has something. And I love the blue. I think blue and a crisp white is so nice. I'm really enjoying this. And it just cannot get over the ceiling. I really, really, really like it. Oh, they have a little Palace Hotel newspaper. How cool is that? It gives you kind of all the news. I love this. What a nice little gesture. Let's see what all the stuff they have going on. Love this, so neat. All right, as always, I duly note for the senior citizens or the mobility challenge that there are no easy steps going into the pool. That's it. That's what you have to get in, which would be, I think, very difficult for someone with mobility challenges. I mean, they always have the handicap access, don't get me wrong. I'm just talking for normal people who are not wanting to use that kind of access. Just something to think about. You can see Salesforce Tower in the distance. This natural light is stunning in here. Right, I will say this is super relaxing. I'm the only one in here now. There was just 2 people before and now they're gone. And the music's relaxing and sunlight's nice. And I got, even though I don't look great, and I am aware. I'm aware of the bags under my eyes, people. It was a long flight. There's a time change and I was at work at 6:30 a.m. So I know about the bags. That's what I look like. But I am pretty happy right now. I feel blessed. I feel blessed. All right, I'm at Gold Gate Park. Wanted to come over and see the Japanese garden and get a look at the views. I didn't get to come here last time I was here, so I'm really excited about it. All right, come along. Okay, I'm now entering the Golden Mile, which is 1.5 miles of car-free walking. All right, I love yellow. Yellow's my favorite color, so this sparks joy in me. All right, the first thing you see is these trees, and you know I am insane for trees. Beautiful. It's right off a busy street, as you can hear, but look at the entrance. This is crazy. Do you see how high these trees go? Amazing. All right, that clock keeps accurate time because it is 3:15. Now this is the Conservatory of Flowers, but it is a separate admission. So if you're just coming to walk around for free, you'll be skipping this. The Conservatory of Flowers is $17 per person on the weekends, $14 during the week. All right, I'm going off path for a second because you know I can't stand it if I see a path, then I can't get on it. Wait, what are the giant rocks? Is that like a real rock? All right, this is called the Heroes Garden, and it's used to commemorate just a bunch of different heroes, war veterans, and it's nice. I like a nice tribute. And they picked a gorgeous spot for it. I mean, it's just really, really, really pretty here. And it feels solemn. Just hanging out in the rose garden, loving every second.
There you say.
Right, I was told not to miss the Japanese garden, so I did pay the $15 to come in because I love a beautiful garden. I love a beautiful garden. Fun fact, I am actually have some lily pads at home and hoping for some flowers to bloom soon. All right, they do have a tea house and you can go in and have tea and some little cakes, some little small plates. Lord, as I see the beauty of San Francisco, I pray that the people here would know it comes from a creator who loves them deeply. Let this beauty point them back to you. In Jesus' name. Hey, if you want to feel like you've stepped into old school San Francisco, you start right here at the intersection of Powell and Market Streets. This is where two of the city's famous cable car lines begin. And honestly, it's like organized chaos in the best possible way. Both of these lines head towards Fisherman's Wharf, but before you even board, the real show happens right here on the street. The cable cars roll in one by one, and then instead of turning around electronically, they manually turn them by hand. Yes, by hand. The car pulls onto this giant rotating wooden platform, and a team of operators literally push it around in a full circle. You can hear the wood creak, the cables hum, the tourists gasp. Now, I was at the Powell and Hyde line, which if you're choosing is the scenic one. I watched the whole process because, of course, I did. You don't rush this. This is part of the experience. I stayed in line for 20 minutes just so I could do it. Then I hopped on, grabbed the pole, and up we went. San Francisco does not believe in flat streets. The climb is dramatic. The wind hits your face, the bell rings, and the city unfolds behind you. Now, this route was taking me straight towards Lombard Street, which is where I was heading for the day, also known as the crookedest street in America, which actually feels very on brand for San Francisco. I mean, historic cable cars, manual turntables, hills that test your faith, and views that make it all worth it. Yep, honestly, it's not just transportation. All right, I am on the top of Lombard Street, which is considered the crookedest street. And I am going to head on down and take you guys with me. So let's go. Let's go check out Lombard Street. Oh my God, the cars trying to go down this are crazy. Apparently it's a rite of passage for kids who are learning to drive to do this. So I'm gonna go slow and sure down this thing. It's actually quite pretty, but wait till you see some of the curves. So the crookedest street in America, but somehow it feels more like, I don't know, a piece of art. This single block was once a 27% grade, which is almost too steep for cars to safely travel. So in the 1920s, they had 8 switchbacks to soften the climb. Even now, it's still at a 16% incline, and let me tell you, you feel every bit of it. If you're walking it like me, there are around 250 steps that guide you down alongside the curves. 250 little pauses to look up, look out, and take it all in. All right, I literally can't believe people live up here. Like, and have cars and like walk or do their groceries. It just seems crazy to me. Can you tell how? I'll give you a better angle. Hydrangeas and other flowers bloom along the bends. You can see the bay off in the distance. I mean, the whole city just unfolds right under you. It's steep, it's winding. I mean, it's just really special and beautiful. It was just more than I thought, more than I expected. And I would say this is another one that's not to be missed. Okay, I actually went from the top down. The people climbing the other way are dying. They're all like, ugh. I'm like, you should have took the cable car from the top and then walked it down. So much easier. Right, I don't care if it's touristy, it's really fun and it's beautiful. I mean, they just look at the landscaping. It's just a really, it's not long. I'll find out how long it is. It's not that long. So, but I would suggest taking the cable car and getting off and walking down, not going up. Despite its size, it's still a hike up. Really cool though, don't you think? This was a really fun day, but I'm tired. I'm ready to go back to the hotel. You guys see how high this bed is? I'm like, I have to like jump down. It's super high. Like it's some exercise in the morning right away. All right, the coffee service was in here. And it looks like they have to-go cups, which is nice. And yeah, everything you need. If you were curious about what I'm looking out at, let's check that out. So this is the view from one of the windows. And then I'll show you the other one, which looks out on Market Street. Pretty cool, right?